See what else? Yeah, I don't have this guy. Yeah, Mole as well. Yeah.
You got that guy, right?
Yeah, I've got that one. I've just been looking through the set and I'm just like, oh, that's why I wanted to take that one off the trade stuff. I'm like, now I've got two choices still as to what I want to take off of that wheel from last time. Oh, I don't know, dude. I have like half a thing built that I want to play through, but I don't. Without testing it first, I don't necessarily want to use my remaining, at least most of my remaining promo trade slots for it, because it looks good and it's. I could see ways of like teching this out later. But not having seen it before, maybe I want to reserve the wheel spec because it's like 3 copies of the same card, right? So maybe I want to try and roll that slot again and get the other part of the deck that I want off it, you know? It's tough. Yeah.
I mean, you did throw it last time. But...
Yeah, so like 13-14% or whatever. Yeah, so that's always possible. Or... I mean, yeah, there's been quite a few that we've seen that you would want 3 copies of as a card, right? So,
yeah.
This isn't even realizing that Gauze is available. That's not even part of the conversation right now. God damn it. Oh, God, that card is scary, though.
Starters.
I know, right? That card is scary. Alright, so, Starstrike Blast. This set's kind of weird because I was looking up like stuff for this because there's one thing I've always been wondering. Every time I've done like the mock things of this, like I've opened them up just because, I've noticed that the score has always been like 400 and something or 500 or whatever. I was like, what the hell? That seems like stupid low for these, even when I'm getting ultras and stuff. The reason is this set never got an unlimited print. It was only first edition. Which means that if we don't get the you got a rare first edition pack part out of the set opening, we have no score for any of these because none of them have got value because they don't exist. It's weird, and that's where the score comes in, right? Because it's like, yeah, even if it's a common, it's usually like 2 points, right? The card doesn't exist, so as an unlimited print, so you only have like 1 point for it. So it's like, we will have a stupidly low score for this one compared to everything else, and the reason is because the set doesn't exist as we open it. It's weird, but yeah, so don't be too surprised if you see that at the end of this one.
I mean, I don't pay attention to the score, funny enough, but I mean, that's going to be a funny thing to mention. It's like, how many first edition packs are we going to open this time?
Yeah! Before retroactively fit every single card that we got to be first edition just because of that. God, the amount of work that would take, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm just noticing now, I'm looking at Starstrike Blast's cover, and that guy looks like a Pokemon. I mean, they all look like Pokemon to this point, but that looks like a particular Pokemon, like one of those, like, god Pokemons.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean with that. Yeah, that is the Shooting Star Dragon that we have been tasked with summoning at some point if we can get a hold of it. So, it needs Stardust Dragon and a Synchro Tuner monster. Which there is one in this set, so...
We're gonna find out if we're gonna get it or not, then.
Yeah, alright, yeah, it looks kind of like Palkia, there you go, that's what Chaos is saying for it, and like, I could see that.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, drafting Starstrike Blastin', 24 packs of the thing. We have had our trade set up from the previous one and all of the bonusing, like the trade for the set. I'm assuming you ended up taking that? Yep. Oh yeah, because you've shown me it yourself. I'm sure you're going to show it on your stream too. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see how good we do in this non-existent set then.
Yep, don't get starstruck.
Alright, I'll try not to. Alright, good luck, buddy.
Alright, good luck.
Alright. Yeah, so I will show what I got afterwards. Spoilers, it's Effect Veiler that I picked up as an Ultra, because I had Ultras to trade, so I picked up Effect Veiler for my thing there. Hello, Rampage, how are you doing? So, I don't even know if I'm going to play Effect Veiler today. I probably will, because it is good, but we'll see. Starstrike Blast. Yeah, this set is interesting. There's some cards I definitely wanted out of here, mostly on the Synchro front. And yeah, there's a couple of targets that I want to get out of today. So let's hope we can get a decent number of them. I'm probably not going to pull the Kawaki that I want, but let's just see what we can do. So, there's some archery stuff in here as well. I don't think any of it's actually any good, so I'm not really going to bother going over it too much here. I mean, Empress is kind of neat, I suppose, but yeah, no, not really. Swift Scarecrow's kind of fun. We both have Battle Fader as a one-off, which is generally better, but this does potentially work for in addition to Battle Fader, I suppose. And hey, I mean, it's a level 1 machine. I'm sure you can do stuff with that in the graveyard as well. Unlike Battle Fader, which doesn't actually even go to the graveyard when it leaves the field after it does its thing. So the difference is you don't keep a monster on board with this, you just have to discard it to end the battle phase, whereas Battle Fader does actually go on the field, so you can use it next turn for stuff. Both are basically the same otherwise. There's a few weird things, like this butterfly thing can give you an extra body on board if the opponent's got a Synchro monster in play. That's cute, I suppose, but probably not. It's only level 1, it's kind of hard to use that way. Rescue Warrior, yeah, no, Rescue Warrior would be kind of funny against its Snatch Deal, that's about it, really. Power Giant's a cool rock dude, which would work with the Kawaki stuff, right? Special it from hand, but send one level 4 or lower monster from your hand to the graveyard. If you do, decrease its level by the level of that monster. So it's trying to not, like, spam it for synchro plays and stuff, right? And yeah, it's 2200, you can special it from hand. It's okay, you know. Where else was the other one that I wanted? There's another Resonator in here. If you've got a high level synchro monster in play, that you can special this, so it can further your plays if you've got, like, the good stuff already in play. It's level 3 though, so I don't know. It's also a weird attribute. Like, it's so stupid with that. Attack Gainer I kind of looked at briefly because it can work with a level 4 monster to get Naturia Beast out, and it does get to be searchable by Rhoda, but I don't think I'm really playing Rhoda for something like that. Let's be honest. The effect is kind of whatever too. Blackwing stuff in here is all garbage, I'm not even going to talk about it. This one's not even a dark monster, so screw that. I mean, honestly, it's all bad. There's nothing really to go with it. Glow-Up Bulb, on the other hand. Glow-Up Bulb is the big target for this set, outside of, like, the signature card, I guess, because we have the challenge to try and summon it. This card is absolutely broke as hell, and I probably will be trading for this if I don't get it during the set itself, but oh man, I want this card. So yeah, it's level 1, it's Earth as well, which is good. You can 1-for-1 this out. It works very well with with other level 1 monsters to synergize with the Formula Synchron that's in this set. And also, you can just send a top card of your deck to the graveyard once per duel to special summon it from the graveyard. Yeah, it's as good as you would think it would be. Absolutely ridiculous stuff, really. Also, it's a plant, which could sometimes help too. There's some other neat things you can do with that. Just an insane card all around, really. The Kawaki stuff here, no, it's not even Kawaki, it's Karakuri. They both begin with K, and my mind gets confused sometimes. I don't know. This is a very weird art. I have absolutely no idea what the hell these are actually supposed to do. I'll be honest with you. I've read these a few times, and I'm like, yeah, but what's the point? I don't know. So they have to attack if they're in attack position, but you could technically leave most of them in defense, I think, and still be fine on that front. You don't have to punch with them. Some of them can't be destroyed by battle, which is cute. Some of them can special summon other cards when they're destroyed by battle, which is cute. They go into synchros relatively well, and I think their synchros can, like, special summon other monsters out, or yeah, like change battle position and stuff with it. There's one synchro in this set for them, I think, which I think you do need the other one in the next set to make them actually do stuff. But I have, like, no idea. These things are super confusing to me. I mean, it's kind of neat. This one's got 1800 attack, I guess is alright. If another Karakuri's on, yeah, like it gains a permanent buff if something else of its archetype gets destroyed, but like, okay. It's so easy to run over because it gets changed to defense. I mean, yeah, like, changing battle position is okay, I suppose, if the opponent's got, like, Flame Bells out or something, but I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know if I actually understand what these are supposed to really do with stuff. It's like, yeah, you've got a good searcher for the archetype, which is neat. But yeah, it's kind of bizarre. The loose spam nonsense. Okay. So if we get the synchro, that's probably alright. But yeah, the actual Karakuri is just doesn't seem like they have effects that make a lot of sense to me. There's more scrap stuff in here as well. We did get some scrap cards, but not nearly enough to actually do a deck with them. Even Kib got more scrap beast than I did, so yeah, we can't really do anything with those, but that's fine. Warthopper's in here. I know this is a fun interactive card, right? Because if you've got two Warthoppers out, then the opponent can't actually attack the Wart cards or target them. They do the Marauding Captain loops, so if you've got two of these in play, the opponent just can't attack you, and if that's all you've got, which is funny, but yeah, probably not too good. There's some Naturia stuff in here that I kind of was interested in. It's a shame that Cherries is a super, because I would have loved to have had a playset of this thing. Pumpkin's kind of neat because you can special out more Naturias, and it doesn't matter what the level is. Do you remember I got Naturia Bamboo Shoot in the last set, so if at any point I get enough like reasonable Naturia stuff, I could potentially play that down. That's a Jinzo or a Spell Canceller, depending on what you want. So, like, very nice card, actually. Stag Beetle was reasonable in attack, right? What's this saying? During the battle stairs, cards attack. When your opponent activates a card effect, select one Naturia in your graveyard, special it from the graveyard. So I guess if the opponent, like, Mirror Forces or something, you can summon something in defense and not completely lose your whole board. There's some a couple of Ice Barrier things in here as well. Royal Knight of the Ice Barriers in here too. Gonna flip if I get that because it's so dumb, but whatever. Chain Dog completes the Lock Cat Key Mouse thing, you know, Mouse Cat Dog, sure. There's a Skull Servant card in here. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's that good, but I mean, actually, no, this one is pretty good. It's just I don't think there's quite enough of the Skull Servant stuff yet to make a meme out of it, so, you know, probably not gonna do it. There's a Monarch in here. He's really bad. Don't care about him. Gaia Drake is bad because it needs like 2 Synchro monsters, both of which have to be non-effect, and one of them is specifically named. Good luck with that. I mean, I guess you could Hexial Fusion this one, but you still need, like, basically Scrap Archfiend plus Hexial Fusion to do this, so I don't know about that one, Chief. He's got a lot of attack, though, so, but I'd have to trade for Gaia Knight, so nope. Shooting Star Dragon is the big one here. I mean, Supreme Arcanite Magician's kind of cool as well, I suppose, but I don't have Spellcaster Synchro monsters, and I also can't talk today, apparently. So, yeah, no, we can't really summon it right now. I could go back and trade for Arcanite Magician, because that's alright, but yeah, no, I don't know. It does get, like, two counters when it comes in, just as a regular Arcanite Magician does, and you can either draw a card. This is only once per turn, though, so unlike the regular Arcanite, you can't just burn the cards off and then, not burn the counters, and just go over there. However, this is remove 1 spell counter from your side of the field. If we had better access to the Spellcaster's Command like structure deck here, we could pick up the couple of Endymion cards, like the Magical Citadel and the boss monster from that. I get the boss monster's kind of bad, but like we could pick up the Citadel and have just like pops or draws for days with this card, but probably not really worth it. It's just fun. Formula Synchron and Shooting Star Dragon are the big ones here. I want at least one of these. Level 2 Machine Synchro Tuner, so you use this for synchro plays after 2. any materials, which is fine. Fishball Blaster plus a level 1 is the way I'd go with it in the decks I want to play. If it's Synchro Summon, you draw a card. That's pretty much the reason to play it. And then once per chain, during your opponent's main phase is kind of insane. You can actually Synchro Summon on the opponent's turn using this card, which is pretty funky. There's some good things you could do with that. Change of Heart says what? So that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's mostly because it's a level 2 tuner that you can draw a card when you sync it, and it can keep your chain going pretty well. The other one that it goes into is Shooting Star Dragon, because that is level 8 is Stardust Dragon. You need a level 2 Synchro monster to go into it, which happens to be this. So, you know, that's what you do. It's as if they gave you that on purpose. But, yeah, so Shooting Star Dragon, we don't really care too much about the first effect, because it doesn't really matter, because we won't be using it. You will not probably be playing enough tuner monsters to actually make this thing get more than one attack, and if you don't reveal a tuner monster, you don't get to attack with it that turn, so rip that. However, it does have a better Stardust effect. When a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card in the field, you just straight up negate and destroy the card that was doing it. So it stays on the field, unlike Stardust, and if it does, you know, you can negate an attack with it too, which is fun. So yeah, it's just bigger Stardust, basically. But, you know, it's 3,300. It's kind of insane. And Stardust is stupidly powerful in the first place, so, you know. There is that. Red Nova Dragon's not worth talking about because we don't have Red Dragon Archfiend. It takes 2 tuner monsters. I think actually it's worth talking about just because of that. I don't think we've seen a monster yet that takes more than 1 tuner, because Jack Atlas gives no shits. That's pretty much it. So the Karakuri Synchro here, it is semi-generic. You need to use machine monsters as the non-tuners, but that's fine. Special summon the Karakuri from the deck when it's Synchro, that's pretty cool, I guess. And then, yeah. Its second effect is not good here, but I think it works with the other Synchro that is in the next set. So, I think that's the idea of it. Scrap Twin Dragon, I think, was pretty bad, right? It's like 1 card you control to your opponent, so you destroy the first one and bounce the ones the opponent controls. That's kind of bad, to be honest. Compared to regular Scrap, you just destroy the stuff. And this needs a Scrap Tuner, so rip. Yeah, it's not a hard one. It's not even a soft once per turn on that thing, I guess. So yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess it would have to be, but yeah, because when Synchro Summon. But yeah, it's not a hard once per turn, so I guess that's the thing. And Karakuris do have tuners. Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of tuners, though, we have tuning over here. Fantastic card. I actually would really want this one, because one of the main decks I've been trying to build is Quick Draw Synchron. And having a way to search Quick Draw Synchron would be utterly fantastic. I would love that. It is an Ultra, so good luck with it. But this isn't even once per turn either. So yeah, being able to get Quick Draw out of the deck would be awesome. I definitely like to get that one. Some Karakuri support stuff here. There's Battle Modification, I guess, is fine. Whoop-de-doo. Actually, I don't know if tuning... I'm gonna take a look. Does tuning get a reprint in, like, the third? No, it does not. Ah, that's a rip. We'll be able to get it from a structure deck in 2015, but that's way too late at that point. Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna get, like, a super rare print or something in Yusei's third pack. That would have been cool, because he plays all the Synchron stuff, but no. Guess we can't have 2 nice things. I'm not even going to dignify this one. I know Lubricant, obviously, but, like, dude, seriously. Every time I've looked at that card, I'm just like, really? What Castle is, like, one of the worst field spells I've ever like, looked at, so I'm not even going to care. Like, the Naturia support ones here are kind of neat. Like, even Leodrake's main is sort of fun, because most of the Naturias are kind of weenies, so making one, like, 3k for a turn is actually kind of fun. Opponent can't activate traps is also not bad, but spoilers, the next set we do after this is Hidden Arsenal 3, and we're going to get Naturia Barkion in there, so, you know. Axe of Fools is funny because it's basically a common Axe of Despair, but it also negates effects, so I guess if the opponent is like a super weenie that you want to get rid of, and you can run over it even when it's got plus 1,000 attack, you can kind of still use that. It's pretty funny. Heat Wave is in this set, the alternative to Cold Wave, I suppose. You can still set cards though, so it's kind of not amazing. But I mean, it's kind of funny. Starting main phase 1, neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters until your next draw phase. Tends to shut down a lot of decks, to be honest, like basically every deck. So, you know, that's kind of cool, I guess. There's some other Blackwing stuff in here that I don't care about. Yeah, no, you've got to control a Blackwing when this thing gets destroyed. RIP. Yeah, that's not happening. Kill monsters being attacked target the most. I mean, half counter could actually be kind of fun. It is a trap though, so it's a bit slow. Small Karakuri ones here. The battle position of face one controls this change. Slot one. I don't think you can do that if they get attacked though, right? Because I think the battle position change probably happens too late in. Karakuri Clock is fun though, right? Just blow up the opponent's board with it. I mean, just play Mirror Force, right? But it destroys all face-up monsters, so it does work on defense ones too. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Scrap Crash would be fun if you were playing stuff there. Exterior's Fang is foreshadowing for later on. Oh, it's on attack target? Okay, so maybe you could. I don't know. Yeah, this is foreshadowing for later. Hidden Arsenal 4 is when this thing comes out. Yeah, this is the other reason I want to play Naturia at some point. Yes, this is a -1, but it negates any spell or trap card, which is pretty strong. If there's, I think there are enough good Naturias later. I know Mantis seems decent. There's a B one that was kind of good. Pumpkin in this set would be pretty reasonable. So, like, I think there's enough Naturia stuff that I could use that would be alright. But then we get this as well. Like, this is just a common in this set. My god. Vanity's Emptiness, one of the most powerful floodgates, like, ever here. Yeah, counter traps are generally pretty good, too. That's the other thing. I have played quite a few of them, and yeah, I would like it. Dark Illusion has been really fun for me, and that's a counter trap, so, you know, I'm well used to playing them. Yeah, Vanity's Emptiness just kind of exists in this set. Mouse, what are you doing? Oh. What the hell? Okay, my everything just kind of died. Whoa. Okay, we're back, but I don't have sound. What is going on here? Okay, maybe I do have sound, and it's just like media player has just stopped working properly. I'm gonna close it off and I'm gonna open it again and we'll see. Nope, I don't have sound. Huh. Not on media player anyway. Let me just open up a YouTube thing real quick and I'll see if I can see if I've got sound off of that, because it might just be everything is dead. I don't know. No, I straight up don't have sound. So I guess I'm gonna have to restart the comp real quick. What the hell? Oh, wait. The sound... Wait, did my... Give me a sec. I think I might know what has happened with the sound here. Seen maybe my headset audio driver crash or something. Was that what went on? Because I can see I'm not actually on the right audio device on my side. Where are you? Speakers, saying there, set default. Have you guys had sound like the whole time? Yeah, you've got sound. I didn't have sound. I am sorry. Well, my apologies for that gonna be messing up stuff on the thing, but yeah, my computer decided it was gonna be super weird. Yeah, so what? My sound device got changed. Like, it wasn't playing through my headset wasn't playing anymore. So apologies that you guys had sound and I didn't then. How fitting that we get a weird sort of crash thing like that, semi-crash, when Vanity's Emptiness is the next card that comes up, because, oh man. Also, I'm getting told on Twitch that my thing is unstable, but whatever. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious that Vanity's Emptiness is the thing with it here, because man, that just emptied out the momentum here. So yeah, this card is disgusting. Neither player can special summon anything, and if a card is sent from deck or field to your graveyard, you destroy it, sure, but you do all of your plays and then you flip this up in standby and go good luck. Probably doesn't work quite as well for our format right now, if only because we are playing quite a bit of like MST and stuff like that, so it might not be that great at the moment in comparison, but it is still a ridiculous card. We should probably try and side deck it at least as much as possible, or even main deck it, see what we can do with it. There's some other good ones in here too though, as far as like pseudo traps, you know, hand traps go. Meister occasionally still sees play today, even though like Ghost Bell actually kind of outclasses it most of the time, because Ghost Bell's not a once per turn and this thing is not. When a card or effect is activated in the opponent's graveyard, you send this from your hand to graveyard to negate the effect. So that's fun. Probably isn't going to see too much play at the moment, but it's still pretty good. Droll and Lockbird, on the other hand, I'm thinking Kib might play this if he gets it, because he's obviously been pretty sick of our drawing cards for so long. Droll lets you just block out after the first search or draw. It blocks out all further searching and drawing for both players for the turn. So we can't go like Painful Choice into Pot of Greed or something like that as an example. I don't think I've got quite enough effects like that right now that he'd want to do it, but it's very possible. So yeah, keep an eye out on that. Apparently the Power Sync Stone is alright. Each time a monster effect is activated, place a spell hanging on it. If it has 2, face a monster on field. Oh, so it blocks out more than 2 monster effects per turn. Okay. That's kind of neat, I suppose. Gravekeepers get their last good card in here. It is very, very nice for the Gravekeeper stuff. We don't have full access to that at the moment, though. Could get a playset in Necro Valley from the thing instead, if we got enough of this. This song is really, really quiet. I'm gonna skip over. I've already played that one today. Is it just my stuff in general? I don't know. Might just be my stuff in general. What volume is this even set at now? Yeah, it's my stuff in general. Okay. Yeah, and sorry, I don't usually get like a semi-crash mid the way through these things, so apologies, the stuff messed up a bit. Yeah, so Gravekeeper's Recruiter is really good. It can't get Spy and stuff like that, but it does get Descendant. Wait, you guys? Wait, what? Now you can. Yeah, alright, yeah, I was changing a thing over. So I was like, you know, adjusting the volume on stuff. I was like, yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Fun stuff, right? Yeah, so Gravekeepers is decent. The Kawakimera Wall is, if I get a playset of this, I might actually just take Thunder King Ryo, and I might just try that kind of deck today. But I haven't got one built, so it'll be interesting. Softly. Yeah, no, it's fine. It was too quiet. I was trying to work out, it's okay. Is it just quiet, or is the song just quiet, or is it just me? But no, it's too quiet. Again, when everything messed up, and I needed to change all my audio stuff back over, it's like, I don't know if this is alright now. Just kind of weird. Yeah, no, Wall is really good. And I have the other Kawakis so far that I would want to use, the rock ones, the stun-based ones, so I'd try it, see what it's like. There's you, we don't even need to talk about. There's some ally justice stuff in here, some Gen X stuff. I think the Fabled was okay if you could pull it. It's a secret, so like good luck with that. But yeah, it's kind of alright. It's a level 4 tuner, and it's a beast, so I guess you could potentially run stuff that way. The Dragonities also come in here too. This is spoilers for the next Hidden Arsenal, actually, because these two, like Dragonities, are actually available there. They're not available in this set, so but I guess they do Dragon Tuner and non-tuner Wind Beast is just generic. That's kind of the idea with the Dragonity stuff in general. I haven't actually looked at them enough to see whether or not they're any good. They're probably fine, it's just I don't really know how you would build that yet, but that is okay. Yeah, so after a long thing of that, and a bunch of mishaps and stuff there, I wonder how that's going to end up turning out in the other bit. Let's go ahead and fire up our 24 packs. I gotta go back up and do that bit. 24 of Starstrike Blast, and let's see if we can get stuff. Look at this, we're getting kind of close to the bottom of this stuff now. It's scary. Alright, let's see what we can do, shall we? Straight in, Droll and Lockbird. That's not bad. Kib's not playing enough searching and drawing stuff at the moment that I need to worry about it, but I definitely want them for the future, because, oh man, that is a good card to pick up. So, yeah, fine with that. Also, Swift Scarecrow is pretty decent as well, so yeah, not too bad on the old opening packaroonie here. Let's see what we can do as we go. Blackwing Ping is bad, so nobody cares. So this is what I was mentioning before. None of these have any value because this is an unlimited pack that just didn't actually exist. So yeah, there is that. Warhopper and Attack Gainer, I guess, are fine. The gearboxing is sort of whatever. There is a super rare. There's a Karakuri Clock. So this one is if you're getting a face-up defense position Karakuri attacked, you blow up all of the opponent's face-up monsters. I mean, I only have one copy of Mirror Force, so I guess if I wanted another one of that kind of effect, and I did end up getting Karakuri stuff, that would be fun. But yeah, I don't know about that. As one of the rares, I don't necessarily want the squirrel. It's cool, but it's like, I don't know. The Watts are kind of bad, I think, so we don't really care too much about them. Next up, building up our scrap deck here. This needs a scrap tuner though, so that's unfortunate. We did get Vanity's Emptiness, which is good. Yeah, this needs a scrap tuner, so it's like, I probably can't play it, but it's cool and I like it. I don't know. It's a cool card, but thankfully we got the regular Scrap Dragon, so we don't have to worry too much about that one. But yeah, that could have been Glow Up. That's fine though. Alright, next up, what castle? Dang it, really bad. Never mind, doesn't matter. Yeah, nothing really worth looking at here, so let's just move on. Great. Yeah, this is about what I expected out of this set, to be honest. Okay. More stupid Megaquake guy. I swear to God, if I don't get Formula Synchron, I'm gonna be upset. 8 packs in and no wall. Gravekeeper's Recruiter. Okay, I guess we could try and go into a Necro Valley thing at some point. Let's keep on going. Axe of Fools. This whole set is a fool. Yeah, nothing really to even bother speaking on there. There it is. Formula Synchron. So we did get 1 at least. Preferably I'd get 2, but I won't be too greedy. We do at least have the Synchron, so that's good. Alright, next up, we've got Chain Dog. I actually forget, what exactly does this do? Because I kind of glossed over it. So it needs to be used for a Beast Synchro, which is a bit of a shame. If it's in the graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, banish it when it leaves the field, but you have to control exactly 2 beasts to activate and resolve the effect. As you said, Rescue Cat for this would be kind of fun. I could see that. Yeah. It's not bad, actually, but it's not really something I'd want to prioritize here. Okay, second half. Let's see what we can do, because they didn't get a lot out of the first half, let's be real. More Chain Dog. Woo. These are not the rares that I was looking for. Also, Medallion of the Ice Barrier is hilarious, because Ice Barriers are so bad as a main deck thing that they can literally search their entire archetype and it does nothing. Ooh! One of the Dragunity ones. Also, this is this heirloom thing is like Kaiku's thing. Is kind of fun. Okay, so it's level 6. Dragon Tuner and a non-tuner Wing Beast. Okay. When it's synchroed, you target one level 3 or lower Dragunity in your graveyard, equip it to this card. All of the dragon-based ones do equip themselves and do effects with that, right? Once per turn, send one equipped card equipped to this to the graveyard to double its attack until the end of the turn. Ooh, that's not original attack either. Ooh, that's kind of strong actually. Huh. Yeah, that's got OTK written all over it, huh? Alright. I'll take it. It's not exactly a terrible card to pull here. Next up. Not a lot. Gravity Collapse, I think you got to attribute a Synchro to negate the summon for that. It does stop the opponent from summoning for the rest of the turn, but like, really? Oh god, these are all garbage. I mean, we've got Vanity Emptiness already, so that's why I say that. There's the Power Seal Stone thingy, but again, not really going to be able to use that right now. Another freaking Watt Castle. God, this is really bad, actually. Yep, there's nothing in here either, so, let's move on. There's another super, but it's not really a good one. This, you have to use it in your turn. Its special is a Blackwing that has 2000 attack or less from your graveyard, but you cannot, like, normal summon for the rest of the turn. Is it normal or is it just any summon? Yeah, you can't normal summon or set for the rest of the turn. So, yeah, let's just play Call for Haunted, dude. I mean, I know it was limited, so it's fine. But, right, 4 packs left only, Jesus. Nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, Exterior's fine, yay. This is, what, like the 4th copy of this card at this point? This is as bad as it gets, I think. No Kawakimeru either. Another Gatekeeper's Recruiter, so I suppose if I trade it for Necro Valley, then it would be viable at this point. And I fucking did pull the stupid Royal Knight guy as well. Oh my god, yeah, this was garbage. This was probably about as bad as it gets. I got 1 Formula Synchron, and that's about the only playable card in the entire set. That and Vanity's Emptiness, I guess. 1 Droll and Lockbird, too. Yeah, no, this is about as bad as it gets. I don't think there's actually more than like 1 card in this entire set that is actually going to see play here. Yikes. Yeah, okay. I did get a really good run last set, but like, yeah, this does not feel good. I realize this set is not, like, the greatest one out there, but even accounting for that, this was terrible. The Dragunity guy is cool, right? I might be able to use that later. I didn't even get a full playset of Exterior's Fang. That's kind of terrible. The 1 Formula Synchron, 1 is enough, I guess. Obviously, I would have wanted 2, but 1 is good enough. I can probably work with that. Like, pretty much none of the... I didn't even get the Karakuri stuff? Really? Because this is by... Yeah, most of the Karakuris are rares, aren't they? Yeah, so I got, like, no Karakuri cards whatsoever. Got the Naturia Pumpkin, woo. I mean, I guess Naturia Pumpkin's actually not that bad, but... Like, yeah, fucking Royal Knight. Scrap Twin was neat, but I can't use it because it needs scrapping. Yeah, the Mega Quake and the Watt Castles, there you go. Like, fuck me, dude. I got a playset of the rares, I just got a playset of every single wrong rare possible. So, you know, unfortunate. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So, okay. Now I've got to decide then, what do I actually want to play? Because I do have some options. Some of them are going to require more trades. This is taking a long time to connect. What is going on? Yeah, that took ages. I don't know what's up with that. So, this is the Frog deck that I've sort of been working on. I need to trade for Chevalier de Fleur and Junk Destroyer. And I would probably need to put the scrap cards in here as well. Like, it's definitely instead of Life Transfer, Scrap Archfiend needs to go in. Then Scrap Dragon probably goes in instead of one of the... Scrap Dragon has to go in because it works with Debris Dragon, right? Probably instead of Light Gazer. Yeah, inside a bin with no switch. That was the thing. Yeah, so we'll pitch that and pitch that real quick, and I'll put the scrap cards. Just because I haven't actually updated this from yesterday's polls, so we'll put those in. I haven't got a side deck built for it because I wasn't really finished with this one yet. So, I mean, I could play that. I played the Crystal Beast yesterday. This was good, and I wouldn't mind playing it again, but I don't... I kind of like the idea of playing different decks in most of these. Which would kind of lead... Given that I need trades from most of the other decks I have here, it would kind of lead towards trying the new thing. This means I would need to trade for 3 of these with the promo stuff that I have, though, which I really... I don't want to do that. I really don't want to go down that route, I don't think. Everything else, though, needs like a main set. Most everything else I've got at the moment needs main set trades, I think. So, like, I have a bunch of decks built up, but none of them can actually work right now. I think I might actually just play the Frog thing. So, I need to like actually make the side deck for this, which I think the side deck for this should be kind of similar to what the Machina one is here. So, at least in terms of the spell chat. So I need My Bodies, I need Fiendish Chain probably. Fiendish Chain doesn't work with Treeborn Frog. Effect Veiler, that's gotta go in. At least in the side. So, if I take this one, this is going to use up most of my promo trades, but I think that's okay. Because I would be getting Dandelion, I'd be getting Foolish Burial, I'd be getting Chevalier, and I'd be getting Junk Destroyer, which is here. But then I can't get the Machina stuff, which is... that's the problem. So I guess I could take out Foolish, and I could probably take out Chevalier. And then still have enough to get the Machina gear frame later if I decide to go down that route. That's probably fine. Chevalier's really kind of good, and Foolish Burial does help set things up a fair bit, but it's not necessary. I can easily probably just put another monster in here, actually. I mean, Fishborg is not stellar for this, but it might be what I do. I think the only thing that's sort of stopping me from immediately playing this list is that I kind of want to do the frog fish thing next time round, and I wonder if that's just too similar. Okay, let me double check the frog fish thing real quick and see what if I need any. I don't think I need any promo cards for this one, because I just need set trades for this and potentially this. Yeah. So I could actually get away without trading for... I could get away without using the promo stuff here, I think is what I'm trying to say. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna... we're gonna try this out. Why not? Okay, so I think I have this built about how I would want it right now. So let's go over what I have here. So the wheel for the last set gave me access to a playset of a promo or start a structure deck card. And that is going to be marking a Fortress. We pick up for that. Either Fortress or Gear Frame. You could play this deck with 2 Fortress probably, but I'm gonna go with a 3. So marking a Fortress makes you discard machine cards up to level 8 or higher in order to special it from the graveyard or the hand. So probably should put Swift Scarecrow in here as well. Thinking on that. This card also like destroys a card the opponent controls if it does get killed in battle. It's 2500, so that's not a given. And if the opponent does target this card with a monster effect, you look at their hand and send a card from their hand to the graveyard. You discard it. So that's really strong in its own right as well. Loads of powerful disruptive things here that you can just keep looping with it too, because it can be special summoned from the graveyard. So that's really good. So the idea with that, you then search it with marking a Gear Frame. Gear Frame is 1800 in its own right too, which is pretty fun. And it can also let you union it as well to make one of your machine monsters resistant to 1 destruction effect, which is kind of fun, either by battle or card effect. And the other thing for this is to build up advantage with the gadget monsters, because every time one of these gets normal or special summoned, that's why Giant Rat is in here, because special it, you get to add one of the appropriate gadgets to the deck. Green adds red, red adds yellow, yellow adds green. And so the idea is that you keep like trading with the opponent. You 1-for-1 them with stuff like Smashing Ground or creature swap, potentially Sakuretsu Armor, stuff like that. Potentially limiter removal as well. You just keep chipping away at them, and you end up in a situation where your cards are searching more cards out of the deck and bringing more things in, and the opponent is just out of resources. If you can keep 1-for-1ing them down, you will eventually win out, is the idea. The other thing here, obviously, Cyber Dragon is a good special summon. This was not generally used at the time, probably because Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon was a card that was easily played. But Fortress is a promo. We don't have it right now. You would have to trade for it, so it's kind of iffy to go with that. So we aren't going to do that. And the other one here, the Markina decks themselves, there's a few more cards from the structure deck that they play, which I just don't have right now. But the Markina deck itself played Markina Force only because it was searchable by Gear Frame and was a 1-card Markina Fortress. We are not going to trade for Markina Force because god fucking damn it, that is dumb. So instead, I found this card in Hidden Arsenal 2. I have 2 copies of it. I did have one in the side, but I think I'm just going to play the 1 because it's kind of eh. Cosmic Gateway is level 8, so you can use this as a 1-card fortress, and it can special summon itself to the field. It's 2400. If the opponent's got a couple of monsters out and then one of them's a light monster, it can special itself. So it actually does have some application outside of just being a 1-card duder. Unlike Markina Force, like you're trading the searchability, which admittedly is a good thing to have, but you're trading the searchability for the ability to actually do something with the card if the situation arises. Markina Force just cannot be played whatsoever. This at least you can do something with, and I kind of like the idea of that, but I do like a 1-card fortress as well. I think that's kind of neat. I should probably put the Scarecrow thingy in here though, somewhere. Swift Scarecrow does work with the fortress, so I should probably try and fit it in, even if it's just a side deck card. But I kind of want it in main, to be honest. I mean, let's go over the other stuff I've got first. Obviously, there's a fair few like trading-based things in here. I mean, Book of Moon's not really a trade card, but a lot of monsters have lower defense than stuff like Gear Frame, or even Fortress is obviously very big. So most things don't have 2500 defense. So we can easily get over stuff with Book of Moon. This also gets around Stardust Dragon as a potential thing, although Stardust just trade, so it's a bit iffy that way. Confiscation, I forgot I had this, I will admit. It's been so long since I've actually played it, but it's a 1-for-1 trade in its own right. It's just a bit different from stuff like Smashing Ground and whatnot, so the idea is still the same. We still 1-for-1 this down with the opponent, so that's kind of fun. You do get to get rid of cards that could give Fortress a bit of issue as well, so, you know, good stuff there. Creature Swap I kind of want to play in here because the gadgets are a little bit weenie-ish, and Creature Swap does give you access to the opponent's monsters, which, you know, they're often going to end up being a bit stronger than the gadgets. I think Smashing Ground might be a bit more consistent, but this also synergizes with Giant Rat. And you're like, you kill the rat, you special summon a gadget, that gadget gets another gadget out the deck, and you kind of keep the system going. Is it the best idea? Probably not, but I don't think I have enough like general machines right now. This would probably be where some of the other Machiners, like maybe Gear Frame, oh no, yeah, Gear Frame is this one. Peacekeeper I think was the other one that got used sometimes. I actually liked the idea of marking a Soldier, because that could special Fortress from the hand, if I remember rightly, but I'll just put those there for a sec. Probably not going to play two, but where is it? Machina. I think, yeah, Soldier, when it's normal summon and you have no other monsters, you special summon the Machina from your hand except itself. So this could actually just straight up special summon Fortress. It has no must be special summoned by or anything. It's an optional thing. So, like, I actually kind of like the idea of this guy. And if I was to commit fully and trade all of my remaining promos to this thing, I probably would actually get a couple of this guy, rather than Peacekeeper. Like, Peacekeeper is very good, right? If it's destroyed, sent to graveyard while still on the field, you add a Union monster, which is Gear Frame, from deck to hand. But being able to, like, cheat out the boss monster even easier, you know, seems good. So I would probably want to try and grab this guy at some point, but we will hold off on that for now because I'd still need a couple of other bits, right? So there is that. So yeah, like Creature Swap works with this one because I've got Giant Rat. Dark Hole and Regeki obviously just standard destruction stuff. Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn. You've heard me talk about all of these before. It's kind of whatever. Duster, because we're not playing Heavy Storm anymore, we've swapped it for that. Limited removal works really well for machine stuff. This was limited at the time of this deck's inception, but I could play 3 of it if I want. I have 2 of it at least, so I've got 1 in the side deck as well. Pretty sure I have 3 of this card. I should probably check that though, because it was a common in Duda Face's thingy. Oh, I only have 2. Okay, so I can only play 2, but I don't need to play more than 2, so that's fine. Good job I checked that actually. Yeah, so I mean it works with the gadgets, right? You summon it down, or if you've got a bunch of stuff in play, it's an OTK engine. It's pretty much what you would want. Reborn and Premature Burial in here because this thing does not have an inherent special summon limitation, so you can just revive it with those. I think that's perfectly fine. 2 MST, this is a 1-for-1 trade type deck because gadgets do naturally keep advantage, so that's what we're going to go with. Avarice to get them back into the deck, obviously Pot of Greed is a draw as we said. 1 Smashing Ground, the original decks of this played 2 or 3 of these, but they also didn't have Dark Hole and Regeki, so yeah, this is basically Dark Hole Regeki Smashing Ground is my triple ground, and that's obviously pretty strong for me. Then we've got Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Fiendish Chain because that doesn't let me get over stuff here. I think, honestly, 2 Chain is probably fine, but the gadgets don't get over monsters very easily, so I kind of want to just try the 1 at the moment and actually have Sakuretsu armor in here is the other thing. I only have 1 copy of this card, which is dumb, but you know, whatever. Saku can destroy monsters at attack, and Naturia Beast is probably something we're going to have to play against today, so I do need to have some ways around that. And yeah, obviously that's why we're going with a lot more of the destruction-based things here. Yeah, 2 Torrential and Mirror Force to round stuff out there. Side deck at the moment, the 1 copy of Effect Veiler that I did pick up, I do want to have this around. I just don't know if it's really main deck worthy here. I guess it kind of is, but I don't know, I think Fiendish Chain is probably a little bit better in the long run for this deck because it will stop the attacks as well. But Effect Veiler is obviously very good. Hyper Synchron is about the best like machine monster that I have outside of what I'm playing right now. It is a tuner monster, so you can go into synchros with it, but most of them are dragons, and they're gonna get like afflicted with its effect. That's kind of lame, but it is still pretty strong, and it can get synchro plays out. That's about as good as I can really say with it. It's not that amazing of a card, if I'm honest. Sniper, funnily enough, I actually picked this up as a secret rare in Yugi's Mega Pack in the Hidden Arsenal 2 set. And this card is lame as hell, but it's a Machina card, and the reason it's in here is because it's 1800 that I can search. And that's about it. If I wasn't playing Giant Rat in the main deck here, I would probably play Sniper, if only because I could search it if I already have Fortress like out and in the grave and all of that fun stuff. So, is it good? Probably not, but at least it's something that is better than just like X headcanon here. It has an effect that might come in play into play even, so whatever. Brain Control, because you can tribute summon Machina Fortress, so I kind of thought Brain Control would be fine there. Second limiter, My Body is a Shield. Kib did pick up double Bottomless Trap Hole and Regeki yesterday, and is likely to be playing them in pretty much any deck. So let's face it, My Body is a Shield has got to come in the side deck at this point. I have seen these decks play Rollout as a trap card that can sort of work as a costless My Body by getting a Union monster equipped and using that Union as protection, but the problem with that is that the only one I have is Gear Frame. That's where Peacekeeper comes in as well, because Peacekeeper is the other Union monster that does that same sort of effect. But because I only have Gear Frame, Rollout is too unreliable to play, so My Body it is. One Overload Fusion, I do have Chimera Attack in the extra deck here, so I think Overload is perfectly fine. I actually kind of want to put a second one of these in, if I'm honest, but I don't know how I'd fit it in, so it's kind of whatever. Another Smashing Ground in case I need more removal. Double Black Horn of Heaven to negate the Synchro Summon stuff. Again, we're looking specifically at Natty Beast as a big one here. Compulse, because it gets rid of the extra deck stuff. Dust Tornado, because Imperial Order is a card that exists and it's dumb. Second Fiendish Chain, this might get cut, to be honest, I don't know. And Trap Dust Shoot if I'm going first in the game. Trap Dust Shoot isn't really very good unless I'm actually going first, so that's why we're siding it here, because Confiscation is a better Trap Dust Shoot. There you go. So, how do we fit the Scarecrow in here, is the question. Probably need to take out, like, shit, I don't even know. Maybe the Creature Swap needs to come out of that. I kind of like the idea of, like, Summon Swift Scarecrow and Creature Swap as well, though. I think that's funny. So, I don't know about that. No, Book of Moon seems bad to get rid of, but, like, maybe. One of the Giant Rat? I guess if I took out Creature Swap. But then I don't really want to have too many things that I can't, like, play, right? I definitely want at least one of these in because of the whole, like, discard Machina Fortress and summon it with its own copy with its own effect thing. Because this thing is level 7 specifically so that you can't just discard it by itself and res it from the graveyard. So I do want Scarecrow because of that. Maybe I do just try, like, minus that. And if I've got a Fet Veiler as well, maybe one Fiendish Chain is fine, or I could just ditch the Veiler. Because I'm probably not subbing Veiler in this deck. It doesn't I mean, it's a tuner, but, like, I don't have cards that it works with anyway. Yeah, let's just pitch that out, and we're gonna side 1, because I want to see if it's actually, like, maybe reasonable. Sakuretsu, yeah, Saku could probably come out. Okay, no, we're gonna try it that way around. Okay, and then the extra deck is just a bunch of stuff that I have that might be able to get played at some point if I go into a tuner. There's no tuner monster in the deck itself naturally, so yeah, it's a bit of an awkward list to finish up. You'll notice there's no painful choice in this deck because I don't think painful choice really works, to be honest. Yeah, I could discard a bunch of machines. If I had Overload Fusion and as a main thing here, painful choice would be great, but it's not the main idea of this one, so we're not even going to bother with it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to save up. I'm going to go ahead and just go on the old ready thing here because Kib has just said he is done. Oh hey, at least this thing works. Okay. Oh, this was a set that existed at least. I don't know, dude. This one. I don't know how I feel about this one, to be totally honest with you.
I have a couple of words for it.
Yeah.
Just a couple. Alright, so let me just pop the stream off and on real quick, just to save from future headaches if possible.
Yep, that is totally reasonable. I actually had a bit of a weird crash light thing myself there, but I'm surprised I didn't get blue screened or anything with it in the end because, wow, my screen did switch off for a sec, and my audio device changed on me, which is weird because apparently the stream still had audio, but I didn't, which is weird. I was like, oh, what is going on with it here? And then I looked down at the volume thing at the bottom of my computer, and it's like, that's not even the right audio source. No wonder, because XSplit still kept the same source and it was fine, but I didn't. So I was like, oh shit. I can't hear anything that's going on, but apparently everybody else can. So I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that might be a problem. That would be a problem.
So I got it fixed up, but it was like, yeah, and you know the funniest thing with that, it was during describing Vanity's Emptiness as well, and that was like, oh my god, that is so perfect for timing on that. It was like, that is the apps, if you were going to have any card that's gonna screw things up, like, yeah, on one like Vanity's Emptiness.
That does that.
Yep.
Of course. Alright.
Ah, dear. I have absolutely no idea how this one's gonna go, but we shall see.
We'll definitely see. I really can't say for sure how this one's gonna go.
I think unfortunately this set kind of ruined a couple of the deck ideas I had because I just did not get what I needed of it. But you know, it is what it is. 5Ds has been weird for me that way. Some sets I have had relatively good luck in, and then a lot of them, as you've seen, I've just been absolutely shafted in, and I'm just like, oh, that's not very fun.
No, it never is. Well, let's see how this play goes then. Pop that open.
Alright. Let's get to it. Hey, Baron, how's it going? Ooh, actually win one for a change.
Oh no.
Alright, I think I'm actually going to go first here.
Double oh no.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, I mean, we've got a decent enough start. We're going to play Polygrade.
I mean, that's a standard start.
Yeah. And it gets kind of worse that way because I'm going to bring an old classic back. We're going to play Confiscation.
Oh.
Wow, a windstorm just happened. The other side up of that one is like, oh god. Well, we've just started the matches, Baron, so... Oh, the Blackwing's coming in, huh? Okay. Oh, god. Okay, so there's Collude in that hand as well. That's kind of annoying. All of those are pretty good. See, if I get rid of Kalut, then you just Black Whirlwind and get another one anyway. I think Sirocco is probably the card to take out of that hand. So, I guess I'll just note them on this side here. So, it's change, Kalut, Mistral, Whirlwind. Just so everybody else can remember the stuff here as much as me.
Now everyone knows my hand. Now it's like they're all sitting my screen and sharing it with you.
Yeah. Okay. Just a weird one because I don't know exactly how to go about it with this. Okay, I think we'll do it this way. I am going to normal summon Green Gadgets.
Green Gadget.
So when Green Gadget is normal or special summoned, you take a red gadget from your deck to hand. So there it goes.
Red Gadget.
And then we will.
Gadget green.
Yep, and then we will set one, and you're good to go.
Well, gee, you shouldn't have. Well, I mean, I don't see any reason not to activate it at this point. As soon as it lets me.
Yep, it's like, it took ages to connect today when just like logging in. It was really weird, so. Eventually it goes. There we go.
Yeah. Eventually it's gonna go there. And if that's okay, then I have no choice but to do it again.
So top deck Whirlwind for turn. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, that is fine.
Alright. Well, let's normal summon Kalut then.
Yep, and that's going to be successful, so double trigger.
Double trigger.
Whew.
Go.
At least you can't get Kalut off of this.
No. But I can get...
Yep, you sure can.
And it still has to be less, so I can get... you.
Blizzard. Yep, there we go. This is gonna hurt, but,
Alright, well, since I have Kibut out in the field, I can special summon Gale.
You can.
Activates effect to half Green Gadget's attack.
Okay, down at 7. So now the hand is Blizzard, Mistral, and Change of Heart.
Yep. And I guess we're gonna synchro both of them together.
For 6.
Let's bring out the Dragon.
Ooh, okay, yep. Not
right.
quite the one I thought was going to be gone into, but that's pretty good too.
Nope. Yeah. Because now I can discard... Let's see. Let's discard... Mistral.
Yep.
And then I'll target the back row to send back to hand.
That is fine. Back to hand it goes.
Alright. Battle phase. Brownic will try to attack.
Which is 16 difference at this point. 23 minus the 7. And that goes to grave.
Alright. And then I'll end turn on that.
Okay. Seems pretty good. Alright, well, I can't really let you get too much advantage off of those things. We're gonna dust it.
Philly.
Because I know you've not got traps for me to worry about with it right now, so, okay. How do we do this? I think we normal summon the red gadget.
Yep.
So red gadget gets yellow. Yep.
Go, gadget red.
Yep. So yellow comes into hand. Okay. So this is 8 or more. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to... This will show you what I got off of the wheel at this point, and I wish I could have tested this beforehand, but we're flying by the seat of pants here. I am going to discard Marking a Fortress and the other red gadget that I have in my hand here to actually go ahead and special summon the Marking a Fortress from hand or graveyard, so I can special summon the one that I've just pitched to the grave here.
That can do that? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's you can discard machine monsters whose total level equals 8 or more, then special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. So we're gonna bring it out.
Timing!
Yeah. So this thing's pretty disruptive. I have had to use 3 more of my deck/promo trades to get one other like playset of a card you need for this thing to work. But, yeah.
Before resolving an opponent's monster's effect that targets a face-up card. Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. Alright. Battle phase, this can hit for 200. And then we will hit for 13 with the red gadget. Main 2, I will set 1, and you're good to go.
Could be anything.
Could be. Well, I mean, yeah, the draw could be anything. This could be, you don't know, because you just bounce it back.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be anything for your end, but doubly from my end, because I don't know what it is. Alright, well, let's set 1. Then we'll normal summon Blizzard.
Yep.
So, target level 4 lower black green monster in the graveyard, special summon in defense. Let's get Kibatu back in that field.
Yep, that seems reasonable. Change of heart is the awkward bit here.
Yep.
Okay, since it actually might be somewhat relevant here then, for you guys in the chat, is this another one of those cases of like Giant Rat and whatnot, where if Kib took the fortress and I destroyed the fortress by battle, I get the pop effect, or am I... Because I think so, because it activates in my graveyard, right? But I'm just trying to like pass through what would happen in that case.
I mean, I imagine it's the same result as like every other time I took control of a monster that has an effect that results in a graveyard. I imagine so, but like there can always be that one that has that one stupid roll.
Yeah, it activates in my grave, so it should work that way. That's what I would have thought. I haven't actually looked up the stuff with this one. Yeah, okay. I'm getting yeses in the chat, so...
Yep. I mean, again, that's what I figured.
Yeah, it's just a vanilla
well,
destroyed by
battle. Let's sync these off for 5.
Okay, for 5. Yep. Into Catastor, yep. Oh, yeah, that is a bit of a problem, huh?
Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna set that.
Just in case, right?
Catastor will attack Marking a Fortress.
Yeah, and that gets destroyed by the effect, but it's not getting targeted by effect anyway, so yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's not destroyed by battle, so it doesn't get the thing off. Yeah.
Alright, and end phase. Right turn.
Okay,
Show me what you got.
more and less than you would hope for. It's complicated. Okay. I'm feeling like I may have to draw into it here. Okay, we're gonna normal summon yellow to get green from deck.
Yellow has a poor position in his gears.
Yeah, he's pretty awkward. Okay, and then it's gonna look kind of silly, but I think I need to do this, and you'll probably see why in a sec. I'm going to... It's hand, deck, or graveyard, right? Oh no, it's only in hand. It doesn't even help. Can't freaking do it. Not with that, anyway. Oh, yeah, that does not help in the slightest. Well, at the very least, I shouldn't take battle damage from that anyway, unless you draw something, so... I think I've got to just go down that way. It's complicated. That's all I can really say at the moment. It's complicated. I don't...
Yeah, I can imagine. Alright. Well, battle phase. I'm gonna actually have it attack yellow gadget, yeah.
Okay, so alright, since we looked at this one yesterday, and I think it happens at the point where it doesn't do battle damage here, but do I actually take battle damage from this? For the chat here, because we were looking at this yesterday. You don't take battle damage if you attack a stronger monster with Catastor, like the Machina Fortress that we had there. So I would have assumed that because it's getting destroyed at the start of damage step here, that we actually don't take battle damage off of this.
Since Catastor says
no
at
battle
the start
damage.
Of damage step,
okay, we were correct on that yesterday then. Good, good.
Alright. Glad to know we're competent then.
Yeah, good enough anyway.
My turn.
Alright, that should help a little bit. We are going to Dark Hole. Okay. And the reason this was complicated, I had 5 things, and I needed to get 5 things in my graveyard. We're going to Pot of Avarice.
Shit.
Is that okay?
Yep, go on.
Yep, so all of these go back into deck. I have exactly 5 now. I was trying to figure out a way I could do this last turn to try and draw into a way of destroying Catastor, but couldn't do it because I can't send from the field, it's only from the hand, so
Shuffle?
That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, because I could have used the Machina Fortresses in the graveyard if I could have sent my dudes from the field, right?
Thing. Yep.
Okay. I think this was the last one you set. I think I'm gonna Mystical Space Typhoon it.
Target that one.
Yeah. It's bombless. Okay, so you still got Change of Heart. I was wrong on that. That is fine. It's probably for the best, actually. I get rid of that one. Okay. Yeah, let's normal summon the green gadget that I took last turn, so I can get a red out of deck here. So.
What do you know? Machines learn how to recycle.
Yep. And then battle phase, we will hit for 14. Main 2, let's set 1 and go ahead.
Well, if I don't use it now, you know it's there. You're just going to get rid of it anyway.
Yep, so that is fine. I just default to put it there because it's easiest.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Alright, battle phase, he'll attack directly.
Yeah, we'll be fine with
that. Main 2, set 1, end turn, take a gadget back.
Nice.
Go, gadget green.
Will do. Okay, normal summon red.
Red.
Red's gonna get yellow from the deck.
Stretch.
Okay, I'm going to, this is going to look really silly, but I have one in hand. I'm going to discard Ally of Justice, Cosmic Gateway. That is 8 levels, so we are actually going to special summon the Fortress from hand.
Sash phase.
Okay,
Yep.
Battle phase. The red gadget will attack.
I'm gonna have to do it now.
I thought that was going to come up. I'm going to Book of Moon my Fortress here.
Yep.
And these two will get destroyed. And that's going to do it.
Top join sucks.
Yeah, for the record, it has 1600 defense if you didn't see that. But
Yeah. Oh, I saw. I remember.
Alright, yep, so we're going to flip summon. We're going to get the yellow gadget out here. That will get green into hand. And battle phase, we will attack and flip limiter removal.
Double attack of all machine monsters. Oh.
Yeah, if you didn't have Mirror Force, I was going to kill you last turn with that. Whew. Catastor was a problem, but... Whew. Okay.
Oh, drats. Alright, welcome back, Brownie. That was game 1, by the way.
That was a pretty good game for a while with that, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good back and forth, yeah. I thought I got rid of that card.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
That's never the sound that I want to hear, is the, that card's not supposed to be in my deck. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, I will admit, kind of forgot about Catastor, and that was a bit of an issue. Alright, let's see if it'll let me go. There we go. Alright, we're gonna set 1, set 2, eventually. Again, kind of getting there, and you're good to go. Right, draw phase. Trap dust shoot. It's been a while. Wow, you just keep drawing that change heart every time, huh? Okay, you've got the Delta reverse, is interesting too. Okay, so I think Shura's going to be the thing to go back here. Because it has to be a monster that they take here, and yeah. Mistral is terrible, so... Okay, yeah, so... Away to the deck it goes, as you did.
You can't do that in tourneys.
Yeah, I know, but I actually, you know, the funny thing is, I actually specifically looked at the like, you know, that new rules thing that they did and that they have at the front of the when you sign into like Duel Book and stuff. They actually have the thing in the front that says, yeah, note taking is fine in Duel Book. I looked at it just to stay with it. I was like, yeah, I know it doesn't matter that much, but. Right,
I mean,
so
if you're gonna be political about rules,
okay, so I don't. This is weird because it's like, leaving a tuner in play is kind of awkward because you might end up just dinging out of that. But I don't know if I really want to. No, I think I need to because you could change of heart and like synchro with that. Yeah, this is bad, but we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna flip summon the giant rat here, and we're gonna go battle. We're gonna flip this thing up. I'm gonna take the 400, and then main 2. I'm gonna hit it with Smash and Ground
with the highest defense. And it just so happens to have the highest defense.
I mean, it's only opponent's monsters anyway, but yeah.
I know. I just find it funny.
It is funny. You're right. Okay, and then we're going to set one, and you're good to go. Yeah, I mean, we could... Exactly, this is the whole thing with it, is you can't stop note-taking the online stuff with it. As Chaos is saying, you could just have Notepad open and no one can see shit. Yeah, so I'm just putting it on here rather than putting it that way so that if, you know, anyone watching this can... remember to keep track as well.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's normal summon.
That's pretty good, yep. Nice top deck off of that. It's a pretty strong monster.
Yep. Battle phase, he will attack.
Yep, so I will take the free hundo, and I will trigger the effects. So we will go... Might as well. We will go into the yellow gadget. And because yellow gadget was special summoned, I get green gadget into hand.
Alright.
Okay. That's funny. Alright, since I know it's... I mean, that's kind of weird to do, but I think it's alright. We're going to tribute the gadget for Cyber Dragon. And,
tribute for Cyber.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? We're gonna hit over the boar. And that's gonna do it.
Well, now a good time as any, if it'll allow me.
Yep. So, control switch.
At battle phase, he'll attack directly.
I will take 21. It's ow, but I will take it.
It's ow. It's very ow. Alright, bring 2, set 1.
At least you get monsters off of this. Okay. What we got? Okay, we're gonna normal summon the green gadget. Get ourselves that gadget out of the deck. Yep. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get it if you had Solemn Warning, so I guess I should probably wait very slightly on that just to make sure.
Well, I think his summon is good anyway, but I will still activate.
Yeah, that is gonna work. I probably could have done something with that. That's fine. Right. So Kalut going down is awkward. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I will admit I didn't really play too well into Torrent there, but that is fine. It's all good.
It happens. Alright, well, that's a nice job.
Yeah, that's gonna resolve. That gets you back in a bit. So the only card you've got left out of that hand is the Delta Crow thingy at this point.
Alright, well, this is another one to activate.
Ow, yep, that's gonna work. Okay,
alright,
let's see it.
Alright, so let's see here.
Yeah, I know, I should have, but it's fine.
Let's see. I'll do banish here instead.
Yeah, banish is fine.
Use that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do another one. And yeah, let's do that. Oops,
that's fine. One of them's got to go graveyard anyway. So
yeah.
Okay, so if I remember your pulls rightly, you only have one Gale. So if I don't give you that, then it's probably locked out. I think taking a Sirocco is probably best here.
So taking a Sirocco?
Yeah, because at least that you can't summon right now. And knowing that you are out of Colutes and I believe out of Gales with your current card pool is pretty good news for me.
Well, guess what? It was a ruse!
Yep, that's also fine. I mean, I'd rather not give you a Colute or a Gale anyway, so, like...
Yeah.
I still think it was the right choice regardless, but that is pretty funny. Yeah, Painful Choice is really good with Pot of Avarice. It's like, take one monster out of your deck and then put all the others back in draw 2.
Yeah.
It's like Pot of Greed all over again.
Alright.
Okay, so you took back the Gale, the Borer, and every Colute, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure I keep track here, because you know how quick these things go by, so...
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's set 2.
Okay. I don't really have a lead to go on. I should have done this on the Torrential. I'm gonna MST that one.
Snatch face.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you might have set before, but it was weird to do so. I probably should have played better around it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna summon red. And red is gonna get yellow. That comes out. Battle phase, we'll try and hit.
13, not 14.
Yep. Main 2, let's set 1. And leave it at that.
Leave it at that, he says. Alright. Nope, I think you're the right call then. Let's normal summon.
Sirocco, yep.
Battle phase, he will try to attack.
I think that's gotta get met with Book. On the Sirocco.
That's a quick play.
It is, yep. So, I'm assuming you'll destroy the gadget with that then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that attack can go directly instead. Or
no, because the book still resolves. You're not negating the quick play with this thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, yeah, book still resolves.
Alright then, that's fine. Main 2, set 1.
Okay, Right, well he has 900 defense, so we're gonna normal summon yellow. Yellow! He's gonna get green out of the deck.
Go, gadget, yellow.
Yep. Alright, battle phase, yellow can attack.
Yep.
And main 2, set 1, and yeah, leave it at that.
Alright, well, let's normal summon Shura.
That's gonna get bottomless.
Stat face.
Do you have a response?
Do I? I know I didn't set that turn.
Yeah.
Brownie, help me out here.
If it's not set, if it hasn't been set this turn, so long as it can respond to the destruction of a card.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna do that then.
Icarus. Okay, so you contribute it. Yep, and then destroy my 2 cards. Because, yeah. So, it now bottomless fizzles because it doesn't have its target anymore. But, I mean, yeah, you get rid of the gadget, that's the main thing for it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a big old resource management war at this point. And the resources are pretty much going in the favor because I'm going to Pot of Avarice.
No!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to leave the giant rat in the grave, and I'm going to put everything else back in. So all 4 of the colored gadgets here and Sidra is going back in. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yeah, Pot of Avarice is like custom built for this deck, it feels like, because, you know. So then we draw the 2. Okay. Right, let's... No, this can't... Is this lethal? I think it is. Shit, this actually might be. We're gonna normal summon red gadget, get yellow out of deck. We're gonna discard green and yellow to special summon Machina Fortress.
Don't tell me you have limited remover.
I don't, but I have worse. I'm gonna Premature Burial.
Oh.
Kind of wish I didn't put the thingy back, but it doesn't matter. I mean, optimally, I would take green gadget here. I would get red out of deck. I can't normal summon it, but that's fine. And then, so this is 27 and 25, so I need a little bit more, so we're going to Monster Reborn your Sirocco.
Sad face.
And swing with all the things! In before Gauze. Would be amazing. Yikes. Okay, the other card...
See, I can't use Black Wings without something turning around and biting me in the butt every time.
The other card I had was Regeki, so I was kind of waiting for the thing with that, and obviously you know Red Gadget was the thing there. It's like, yeah. Ouch. Yeah, like, Icarus was rough there because it's like, what are you really going to do otherwise with it, you know? It's like, yeah, trading Icarus for a gadget is painful, but, like, at the very least, I mean, you just don't get to use Icarus if you don't do it then, right? So, it's tough. Okay, so, Machina Fortress obviously was the thing I took off the wheel. I didn't even see the other card that I've had to trade for at this point. I was kind of hoping, low-key, to... I milled one of them there. I was low-key hoping to try and get another wheel spin and get the same slot again to, like, not have to use my promo trades for this. But, yeah, it's this guy. The gear frame dude is, like, the one I've had to use 3 of my remaining 5 slots for here. Because... when you normal summon Gear Frame, this dude's kind of big too. When you normal summon Gear Frame, you get a Machina card out of a monster from your deck to hand, which is the Fortress, obviously. So, you just get to search the Fortress out of your deck. It's kind of ridiculous. And, it can Union as well and protect a machine monster if you, if you equip it that way. But it's mostly there as a, you normal summon this, you get Fortress out of the deck, and you kind of go from there. Yeah, the Machina structure deck is really good. Who would have guessed? Like, that was kind of the thing with it. It's like, yeah, this deck basically came out of the structure deck, like the core idea of it. Because I don't remember if the gadgets were in that deck, but we got the gadgets out of Yuki's. At least I got like 2 of each out of Yuki's Duelist pack. So they were in the structure deck beforehand, but they were in like the Duelist pack thing. So I'm playing 2 of each gadget. And the Fortress is really sort of the big kill weapon here. Turns out Catastor's pretty good at dealing with it, but, you know, the whole idea of the deck is that, well, if gadgets are going to give you a card out, a monster to keep playing every turn, the classic deck with it is to play like the 1-for-1 trading type cards. You know, your Smash and Ground. We've got slightly stronger Smash and Grounds, obviously, in Regeki and Dark Hole, but like Smash and Grounds, yeah, I had Sakuretsu armor in the side deck of this actually, because that was also Dimensional Prison would be played if I had it, but I'm not trading for that specifically here. And then yeah, like the Bottomless Trap Hole came in because of that. I only have one copy, unlike you traded for the two, so kind of got to make do with that. And then yeah, Compulse came in from the side deck because Catastor was a bit of a big problem. Trap Dust Shoot came in from the side deck because I expected you were going to make me go first. So I was like, Trap Dust Shoot's really good going first, it's not so good going second, so, you know. But, I mean, like, that and Confiscation are just different forms of a 1-for-1 card, right? Because they just take the card out of your hand instead. So, yeah, it kind of helps to play around a few things as well, I suppose. Yeah, and I think the whole general idea with this later on is that this deck should be able to age into the Exceeds era as well, because some, like, certain cards coming out that can help special summon level 4s and whatnot will help this deck just go into rank 4s and play the Exceed game as well. So, it doesn't have any natural tuners in it. I think I side-decked one of the Hyper Synchron and one the Effect Veiler. I sided it because I thought Fiendish Chain might be a little bit better overall, because it stops the attack as well. But, yeah, it's mostly built around the fortressing. And then I had Swift Scarecrow. I think I've still got like one copy of it in here. Because of that weird interaction we've seen in Game 1, where Mark of the Fortress can like discard itself as part of its own summoning thing. The Fortress is level 7, but it needs level 8 or more for machine monsters in order to summon it. So like Swift Scarecrow is that one extra level that you can use to bring it out from the hand. So, and it's pretty okay in its own right. It's like Battle Fader, but you don't get the monster on the field, which, you know, is fine. I think Battle Fader is better, but it's not a machine, so I kind of have to play Scarecrow in here. I think I main decked 2, and then one of them got sided out for like Smash and Ground or something. Because once I realized, oh yeah, this deck dies to Catastor, I was like, I need to put more of my removal from the side deck in here. You know? It's like, oops. Yeah, I completely forgot about that card.
Well, good thing that card never came as a problem this game.
No, it's in like Dual Terminal 1, but I think we can say probably just no to the Dual Terminal stuff, with maybe the exception of the Mist Valley cards. Like there's 3 Mist Valley monsters that I showed you in the print screen yesterday that only come from Dual Terminal 1. But one of them is one of there's like that Windmaster, I think it is, that you have. You did try to Mega Quake. Oh god, dude, this pack was shit. I'm just gonna say that now. I do not think this Owl Duda face over here is like any good whatsoever. I will admit, but because I think it's completely opposite to what Blackwings are trying to do. They're trying to like Synchro Summon stuff, and he just like shits all over that. He doesn't really do anything for it. But I pulled 3 of him, and like 4 fucking Watt Castles or something, which is like the worst field spell I have ever read. But you know, I think the only notables, okay, obviously rarities aside, the only notables I can even think that I got from this set were 1 Formula Synchron, and I'm actually struggling to think of what the other one. Oh, the Dragoonity Night die, the super rare one. I got 1 Droll and Lockbird as well, which is not really enough to deter stuff, but I mean, hey, it would have been really good against that Pot of Greed Painful Choice turn. Yeah, no, the Dragoonity guy is kind of cool. Like, when he's Synchro Summoned, you can target a level 3 or lower Dragon Dragoonity monster in the graveyard. We're going to get those in Hidden Arsenal free, so that's fine. Equip it to this card, and then once per turn, you can send 1 equipped card equipped to it to the graveyard to double its attack until the end of the turn. It starts at 1900, it's a level 6 Synchro, and it's like basically landlocked into Dragunities because it needs a Dragon Tuner and a non-tuner Winged Beast monster as its like material, which is basically all of what Dragunity is. So it's landlocked, but it looks like a fun card. So I don't know.
It just looks like a fun card. Nothing interesting now.
Other than that, like 2 Gravekeeper's Recruiter, I was tempted to trade for Necro Valley, but I don't have Royal Tribute right now, so that's probably not that great. But I could have gotten Necro Valley out of Marek Structure deck, and like, you know, gotten the 3 copies of it with the wheel doing that. But I was looking at it, I was like, I kind of wanted to play the Fog Quick Draw thing that I've been working on, but that would take up like all of my remaining trade slots, and I wouldn't be able to go for this. And then I was thinking the rest of the stuff is like, I've either played this or I need to give up a wheel to trade for the cards for it, because they're all like main deck stuff. Think Black Wings, think the Fish deck. So I was like, you know what? Let's just try this out. I don't care. So I only have 2 promo slots to trade for now, because Gearframe needed 3 of them. But I think this card is mandatory for the deck, to be honest. I know we didn't see it this time round, but he's 1800 and he gets the boss monster out of the deck, so I don't think you can say, you know, this deck would be playable without it. So did what we did. But yeah, other than that, what did I even get? I think I did get an Ultra. It's the Scrap Twin Dragon, which sucks because it needs a Scrap Tuner. So I was like, oh man, it's the wrong one. Didn't get Glow Up Bulb, we're gonna have to trade for that. Didn't get Shooting Star Dragon, so sorry Brownie, I can't even do the challenge at the moment because I can't summon the card.
Neither of us can at this point.
Yeah, it's so sad. Obviously, I did get Vanity's Emptiness. That card is disgusting as all hell, but I don't think it's that good right now, because I don't think we're doing quite enough special summoning on average to make it, like, you know, the ideal card right now. Oh god, I didn't even get a playset of White Mirror, like the Skull Servant card in this set. What the hell was this set doing to me? God. I didn't get any of the Kawaki Mirror card. That was the one I wanted to play, like Kawaki Mirror Wall. I wanted to trade for like Thunder King Ryo and do a stun deck with all the Kawaki Rot monsters, and I pulled fucking 0 of that card, so I can't do it. You know? I was looking forward to that all era too, and it's just like I got all the playsets of all the other stuff that I want, and then this set comes around and I get 0 of it, and it's a rare, so I could have at least gotten 1, you know, come on. So yeah, that was pretty much my set. I think I got one of the Blackwing, yeah, Blackback I think it's called, the super rare trap card from that, but that's really bad as well because it stops you normal summoning. Like, yeah, you can specialist Sirocco at the graveyard, but just play Call of the Haunted, god damn. You know? I know Call was limited at this time in the game, but you don't need a shitty retrain of it to that stops you normal summoning in a deck that is supposed to Synchro Summon, so you need the normal summon around as well. I don't know. This just did not go well as far as the set went, so...
Nah, the set really did not do any good for my case, so I think I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 higher than rare cards. So that wasn't even all that great. The only thing that was notable, if it's even here, no, it's not even here. Oh, it has it on the second page, so that's why. It's just, okay, it's 1 card too many to be on the full list. That's hilarious, actually. That's actually really hilarious. I can't show the whole list because the list is too long. Because, okay, you don't want to know how many first edition packs I opened?
Go on.
I got a total of 562 points.
Jesus! I got 480 out of this one, so...
I think that was the end results. I think that was the amount of points. But anyway, I opened maybe 10, maybe 12 first edition packs. And they were almost all of them were complete shite.
Yeah.
Like, I kept getting a lot of the same stuff over and over. Axe of Fools, White Elephant Skiff, you know, like some of the cards that were pretty damn useless. Yeah, Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Yeah, great.
Yeah, the medallion is... I mean, ice barriers are so bad in the main deck that they have a card that literally searches their entire monster lineup. And it's at 3, rather than, like, you know, Reinforcement the Army is at 1. And this card is so much better than it, but the archetype is so bad that they can get away with having 3 of it in the deck and it's still a bad deck. You know, it's just... Oh, speaking on ice barriers, I said I would get mad if I pulled it, and the very last pack made me mad. I got the Royal Knight of the Ice Barrier, which is like one of the worst cards I have ever read in my life, and it is a super rare. One of my like 5 higher than rare cards in this set. I was like, oh, that made me mad.
So you got the Royal Knight of the Ice Barrier.
Yeah.
I got the Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier.
Woo! Oh boy.
So even though your card is very bad, I think the Dance Princess isn't really all that great either.
No, she's not.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 actually, because I know one card is missing out of this list because it won't show me. So I had debated on doing Black Wings or my Beast deck, because like the Beast deck I wanted to show it off on stream because it was a really, really decent deck.
Yep.
When we traded, it was just not decent enough. I don't know if it was going to beat anything you were going to play. And I didn't know if you were going to play something like Different Dimension again, because Different Dimension Ground exists.
Yeah, I would have liked to, but I didn't pull it. It is a super rare, I suppose. But yeah, I would have opened. I probably would have used it if I got it.
Yeah.
Not in this deck, but yeah.
Pulled one again. Pulled an Anarchist Monk.
Okay,
when this card is sent to your graveyard by battle, card effect, or by being destroyed in any means, target a monster in your opponent's graveyard. Banish the target.
Okay.
So you can just banish the card whenever it's just sent to the graveyard by a lot of other means.
Alright, does he have any decent stats?
1800 attack.
Okay.
So decent-ish. He's not a pushover, but at least he's moderate. He's an Earth spellcaster.
Yeah, that could be worse.
Yeah. The very first draw got my hopes up when I drew Tyrant's Temper.
Okay.
It got my hopes up because I drew that. I was like, oh, super rare. Yay! Then the rest of the draws like, shit. Okay, shit. Moderate. Shit. Oh, sure, shit. Because it's first edition shit, even.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tyrant's Temper. Tribute a monster to activate the effect. All basic monsters on the field you control are unaffected by other trap cards.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
I mean, it can work if you're blowing on trap cards that affect both sides of the field, like Torrential Tribute.
Yeah, because it isn't by your opponent's trap cards; it's just by any trap card. So yeah, that does work.
And I'm a bit annoyed. I think I drew every other Karakuri spell and trap, but the only monster Karakuri I drew was a spider.
Wow, you also got no Karakuris. Holy shit, okay.
Yeah. So I drew one monster Karakuri, and it was a spider.
One of my super rares was the clock. You know, their kind of Mirror Force type thing. Which I thought was sort of neat. But then, yeah, I got absolutely no Karakuri monsters at all either. Which is kind of a shame, because it would have been a bit clunky to build, but Karakuris would have actually been a way that I could have tried to build the deck I played today. Because they are like Earth Machines. There's some synchro material in there as well. Yeah, it would have been an interesting way to try and build this deck. But yeah, I got no Karakuri monsters at all.
Yeah. Let's see. The only other two worthy was not Turbo, Formula Synchron.
How many did you get?
Just one.
Okay, so we both only got the one. Funnily enough, it actually was limited in the time period as well. I think in like a couple of sets time or something. It actually got limited.
I kind of see that because, I mean, it's a Synchron and a Tuner.
Yeah. And it draws a card when you Synchro into it. And you can Synchro with it in the opponent's main phase. So you try and change of heart it, and I just go, nah fam, I'm going to Synchro with it now. So, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
The only real downside to it is that it needs 1 and 1. One star tuner and 1 star non-tuner.
Yep. Which,
But I mean, it's not possible with 1 for 1, and maybe like some draws or maybe some other things, but one card I want to try, quote unquote, because I only have one card that I can work with it, because it needs one specific monster and one non-effect synchro monster. And I only have one Synchro monster that's non-effect, but if I can get Scrap Archfiend and maybe the Earth Hex Shield fusion, I can try and summon Gaia Drake to Universal Force.
Yeah. Yeah, you would need to use a promo trade if you wanted to get the Gaia Knight. Funnily enough, Gaia Knight is actually a non-effect Synchro himself. So if I'm looking at this right, you could use the Hexial Fusion to substitute for Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth. You can't use it for the non-effect Synchro bit because that's not a specific named thing.
Yeah.
But you could use it as Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth, and then sync with Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth as the non-effect Synchro monster. It doesn't say that it has to be a different non-effect Synchro. So if you had like 2 Gaia Knights or whatever, you could use them to go into it.
2 Gaia Knights to Synchro into yet.
I wouldn't use 2 trades on that.
But no.
That's pretty cool, though.
But I mean, it's an idea to fuse a non-effect Synchro monster, which is only my Scrap Archfiend, with a Hex Shield to just contact fuse.
Yep. And I mean, he big. You gotta protect him from spell trap stuff, but he big.
By effects of effect monster, it can be targeted by trap cards, so.
Yeah, so spell and traps will still deal with it.
Yeah.
But effect monster stuff is still kind of neat. Yeah, that's a neat one. So I guess you didn't get the Monarch as well. I mean, this Monarch is garbage, but clearly didn't get that considering. What was
the only other things I've seen noteworthy here? The Gravekeeper's Recruiter.
Yep. How many did you get?
One of them.
Okay.
Heatwave, Coldwave's cousin.
Yeah, I think I got one of them as well. I was like, oh yeah, it seems kind of. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking, oh, it's somewhat cool, but I don't know if I'd.
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't look like I did get it actually. Never mind. I read it and I think it was like, oh yeah, it's like Heatwave is that you can still set. So I don't know if it's that good, but I mean, it does shut down a lot of deck stuff, so I guess it's probably fine.
Yeah, draw a bunch of the Watt monsters, like Watt.
Yeah, Watt Hopper was the one that I looked at that was kind of cool, because if you've got 2 of those out, then it does the Marauding Captain or the Duke Frog loop. So you can't actually attack or target Watt monsters whilst they're out. So
that does the same thing with Pyro monsters, actually. Pyro Dragon, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, Solar Flare Dragon does the same thing, right?
Dragon,
but in a slightly different way, right? Because it's like, I think you can't attack the Solar Flare, rather than you can only attack that particular one, right? So it's the opposite way round, but it does the same general thing in the end if you get 2 of them out.
While you control another power type monster, this card cannot be attacked.
Yeah, so that one stops itself from being attacked. Watt Hopper stops any other Watt monster being attacked. So same result with 2 of them, but different way around it. Like if Watt Hopper and a non-Watt Hopper Watt monster was on the field, then I could only hit the Hopper. Whereas if it was Solar Flare Dragon's side, I could not hit the Solar Flare Dragon. I could only hit everything else.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why you have the 2 Solar Flare Dragons out there.
Yep.
Watt Squirrel is amazing, though.
Sorry?
Watt Squirrel is amazing.
Yeah, oh, he's cute. He's cute. What does he even do again? I don't remember.
This card can attack twice. If it battles, negate the effect of monsters it battles.
It's gonna die because of the 700, though. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I mean, it's still not awful, though. That's not...
No. I just like the looks of it. It looks silly.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a permanent negate. It's not until end of turn, right? So... yeah, I mean...
Oh, what was I talking about? That was a permanent look. Was it that one Synchro monster? Ronnie, what was I talking about that was like decreasing its thing by... Oh, it was the damn Blackwing monster. Yeah.
So what? A Tessian of 2 swords?
It's like Black and it's once per turn during your main phase, have this card with 1,000 attack. And if you do, return a call to cards your opponent's spell traps onto the hand. Which is permanent.
Oh, that's the Mega Quake guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just really don't like that card. You see the other rare Blackwing that was not even a dark monster. Like, hello? Like, fake Blackwing over there.
Yeah, I didn't get him though.
Aurora of the Northern Lights. I got 2 of it because again my set was just complete trash. Did you get any Droll and Lockbird?
Hang on. Which one was it?
Droll and Lockbird.
Droll and Lockbird? I don't think so.
Ooh, that's. I mean, it's. It was one I was looking forward to. I only got 1 copy of it too. Basically, this is one of this and Effect Veiler have been like the 2 big, and DD Crow, I guess at this point.
Yeah,
like the
no,
2
I didn't
big.
get him.
Yeah, it's like it's the next sort of big hand trap. It's really good for traditional too. If a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the draw phase, as a quick effect, you send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and then for the rest of the turn, cards cannot be added from either player's main deck to the hand. So like your turn, you had one this time actually, where you went Pot of Greed into Painful Choice into Pot of Avarice. If I had Droll and Lockbird and I used it after Pot of Greed, you would not have been able to play the Painful and the Avarice afterwards. For that turn. That's just one example. Any searching that will happen later on, this card will be very important later in the game. Again, I don't think it's always a side deck card because you never know exactly what you're going to be up against for it, and some decks just don't care about it. But this definitely is one that will probably need to get picked up later on if we don't end up having, well, even if we do have changes of rules and stuff, and Pot of Greed and stuff ends up being out of the game. By the time we get to the more modern sets and things, searching and going into hand and, you know, drawing and stuff is going to be like everywhere. So this card becomes very powerful later on in the game, and is even decent at the moment, you know. But
well, maybe we'll pick him up one day. But
yeah,
as of now, it's not in here. Darkfall seemed like a moderate deck card to use against Gladiator Beast.
Yeah, yes. It's almost as if Glad Beast was a good deck and they needed to print cards that did well against it. Yeah, this used to be what called like Dark Trap Hole or something, I think was what it said on the thing, that it used to be that, but I think was not supposed to be a trap hole, so when Trap Tricks came out and they interacted with Trap Hole cards specifically, they had to rename it. Yeah, when your opponent summons 2 or more face-up monsters at the same time, hello Rescue Cat, send those monsters to the graveyard and send all monsters in the opponent's hand and deck to the graveyard that have the same name as the monsters sent to the graveyard by this effect. Dear God. I mean, hey, it's even got X-Saber Airbellum on the artwork, like, it's as if they're telling you, hey, we know Rescue Cat is a good card, so here's something that beats Rescue Cat.
Yeah, that might be a bad one to fight against if I'm using my beast deck again.
Oh,
Rescue Cat and two beast monsters, you can just dark hold them away.
Yeah. Speaking on stuff that way, I only got 2 copies of it as a common, so I'm a little bit sad at this, but it's a bit of a spoiler for the future in terms of one of the monsters that comes out. Exterio's Fang, the counter trap for Naturia cards, was in this one, and I'm interested in building Naturia when we get the next couple of Hidden Arsenals, because I think I need more like of the decent looking cards from them. I think there is something to their playstyle, but we don't have enough good cards of it yet. But
yeah, no.
Exterio is good.
I looked at what we were deck building, and I was like, no, that's not enough here. I don't think I'm going to make one.
I mean, I have that bamboo shoot from the previous set, the Ultra, that basically, if you tribute a Naturia monster, it's only got 2k attack, but it's a Jinzo or a Spell Canceller of my choice when I summon it. So, if I tribute a Naturia monster to bring it out. So, you know, like, it seems pretty good, but we need better Naturia monsters before I can actually try that sort of thing. But Exterio's Fang definitely plays into the deck a lot. Like, by the looks of it, because they do seem to have a lot of negate-based things that, yeah, they're kind of costly, some of them, but, like, yeah, Exterior Spang being the whole, like, block a spell or trap card, and then afterwards send a card from the hand to the graveyard, but you've got to have a Naturia face up to activate it.
A Naturia face up, and at least have this one card in your hand. Oh.
Yeah, because the
I
negate...
thought it was... I read that it says having at least one Naturia card in your hand. It's like, wait.
Yeah, that would have made it a lot worse. Unfortunately, it is a send, not a discard, so you can't do Naturia Dark World. That would be hilarious. I think you could do Naturia Fabled, though, because I think they work on... They just work when being sent, right? They don't have to get discarded. Naturia Fabled sounds so dumb, but you know.
The Fabled Naturias.
But yeah, when Hidden Arsenal 3, the set that we open next time, is going to have the next Naturia Synchro Monster. Not quite as ridiculous as Beast, but Barkion is very similar, but for traps instead. Except you've got to banish cards out of the graveyard, 2 cards, to negate the trap. So it's not free like Beast is, but it is a bit stronger, so... But Exterio over here, Naturia Exterio is the fusion of the 2 of them, like Beast and Barkion, that we will get in Hidden Arsenal 4. And as you can imagine, its effect will involve negating a spell or a trap card by basically for free. So, yeah, that's a good card, but that comes in Hidden Arsenal 4. We've got quite a while for that. I think we've got like... Actually, no, we've not even got that long. Hidden Arsenal 3 is the next one. And then we've got the next main set after this, which I forget, I think it's Storm of Ragnarok or something, I think it's called. Oh god, we get the fucking Nordic stuff in the next one. Blech, whatever. And then I think Hidden Arsenal 4 is actually right after that. So, we get it just before the end of the Synchro era, so... We are only two main sets away from that. What the hell has happened here? We're gonna have a new summoning mechanic coming in like 2 weeks if we keep going at this pace. Jeez. If, yeah. I mean, we've got a lot.
We still need to decide on like our side decks and side packs and such. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know I haven't picked any cards from my side back yet, so.
Yeah, whereas I only have the 1 left at the moment. No, I have 2, right? Yeah, because I traded 3 today, but I only traded 1 last time around for the Summoner Monk, so I have 2 left that I need to get. I think I know basically exactly which 2 they are going to be as well, because I think if I give up this wheel, then I can build the deck I wanted to play for this round, but couldn't because I needed main set cards. And I think I might be able to get a couple from the promo stuff to finish that off. If I even need to, I don't know. I'll take a look. But, yeah, so... Definitely still on a new deck next time, that's for sure, because, I mean, this was neat. And I will probably keep tuning this one up as we go. Maybe with some tuners, if there's some good machine ones. But I know this deck is going to be decent into the Exceeds era and stuff as well, so... This isn't the last time we've seen this Fortress guy, but, yeah, it was a good experiment, at least. And, I mean, this is the power of that new slot on the wheel, right? There's no way I could have made this one if it wasn't for rolling that, so...
Yeah, at this point I may retire the Black Wings. As much as I want to try and show they're good, I just haven't had any good luck with them at this point.
Yeah, I really wanted to show them at some point myself, I just don't have Kalut. Basically, I don't have Kalut and I only have 2 Borer, so my Blackwing deck is like super neutered. I showed you it during our testing stuff with the set trades and whatnot, but yeah, I'd have to give up this wheel to trade for them, and it might be too far gone at this point. I have too many other decks that I want to play. Some of which I can't because I didn't pull the card this time. Kawaki Mirror.
I mean, like, I got Kalut, and I got Aura, and I got Sirocco, and I got 1 Gale, but I mean, that's not enough, apparently. It's just not enough. This deck is just not enough. And at this point, it's never going to be enough, sadly.
I can understand that. Maybe I'll take a crack at it at Crow's Duelist Pack at the end of this era. I think right after we open the last set for this, we get the last of the main Duelist Packs, which is the Blackwing one. If I get the Kaluts out of there, maybe I'll try it. I don't know. But, yeah, it's been a shame. It's funny because Blackwing definitely was, and you can probably see why, even if it hasn't like quite worked out with this stuff here. It definitely was one of the best decks of the time. Almost.
It has synergy.
Almost.
I just can't get the synergy for the life of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah.
I had more synergy with the beast deck I made last night than I did any other deck.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it, in the end? I think you did pretty well with that one, though. That was, yeah, with just a little bit of tweaking, that might actually be one to seriously contend with in the end here. Anyway, I think that's about it for here, huh? Because we really didn't get a whole lot out of the main stuff, and
No.
we do not have time to do another set here today. I know that much.
Not sadly at this point, no. Because Brownie and AS people heads up on the my end, Brownie will be hosting D&D in I think in less than an hour from now. So be sure to stick around for that.
Yep.
In the meantime, as far as structured decks and promos here, we're still in 2010.
Yep.
Right. Structured deck is still Merrick.
Yep, there was not a one released before this point, unfortunately. Which is a shame. Huh.
And then the turbo pack is about the turbo pack 4, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Booster Pack 4, Turbo Pack 4 is the one that we have in this set, yeah.
Tournament pack is turbo pack, yep.
Unfortunately, the next structure deck is actually a Dragoonity one, which, you know, I got the Synchro monster out of this set. That would have been cool, but it doesn't release until after Storm and Ragnarok, so, yeah. One thing I actually was going to ask, I think I have it noted here, like, Hidden Arsenal 3 is our next set. There's a Yusei's third Duelist pack, I have it listed as after that, but I don't know if you want to, like, end with that today instead. We just open that beforehand and just go for, like, Hidden Arsenal next time round, or do you want to...
I think we can do Hidden Arsenal first and then do Yusei's pack next.
That's fine.
Just stick to the list as it is.
That's fine. I think this... I mean, obviously, I've got it down this way because I'm pretty sure that's how it was listed on the wiki. I just wanted to make sure of whether or not you wanted to end on, like, a pack thing today or not, basically.
No, that's fine.
Okay, well, thank you very much for playing, as always, with that. I suppose we will probably have some stuff that we may want to try out with this. Do I need to give you the wheel again, or have you still got that, or do you...
I can get it. I can actually get it real quick here. I don't know.
Yeah, this is another one of those cases, isn't it? It's like, it's been a set since we've done it, so are we going to trade again? I don't know. This is the pattern that I am noticing with this at this point.
I mean, I still need to do... I still need to decide either on the wheel or if I want to take the trade in, and if I want to try and trade in for some other cards I may be personally considering at this point. Because I still have ideas for, like, the structured deck cards, and these structured deck cards, structure, starter, promo, whatever, they're all right. Now you want to be using them, but I just gotta find a reason to find a way to get them and find a way to use them in the first place.
Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah. So if you want a hand testing stuff with that, I know you've got other people you can play with too. But if you want a hand testing that, just let me know. I'm sure I can make some time for that. And yeah. I will probably be giving the wheel up on this one because the deck that I really want to play by the end of this era, I do need to trade for. But I'm also not sure. I mean, so I'm looking through this set and I don't really see a massive amount of, like, the ultras and stuff that are great. There is tuning, actually. That would really help with one or two of the decks I want to play, because Quick Draw Synchron can get thingied up with that. And because I didn't get Glow Up Bulb as well, like, I kind of need to trade for one of those with the one trade at the end of this set. But I don't know, like, it could be worth rolling just to try and get that. I'm gonna be kind of mad though if I get that promo slot again though, because it's like, damn it, I could have waited a set to play this deck, you know. That would be frustrating. Maybe I get Necro Valley at that point and try and build.
I mean, the only thing I can see being useful in this pack is Glow Up Bulb, which is banned because I guess it's a pretty good card. If it's in the graveyard, stand on top of your deck in the graveyard, special summon it.
Yeah. Spoilers, you are almost definitely going to be seeing this card coming up soon. Just fair warning, because this is definitely what I'm trading for at the end of this set. I have one ultra rare left that I can go with after trading for a Fet Veiler last time round. So I've still got a secret that I could trade too, but I'm saving that for something else, you know. there's other big cards that could get picked up. But this thing is one of the key things that I want for my main decks going forward. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this one for a while. And it's banned because of a stupid link monster nowadays that special summons tuners and for free, and it can get itself out from the grave. It's like, grr, that card is like too powerful. And I don't know why they don't. Well, I know why they don't just ban that, because it's marketing. But you know, want to sell the product that it's in, so they've got to not ban it for a while until it's all done.
Until it's all done. All right. Alrighty then, I guess we'll just open the pack and make a decision on trade and such, and just go from there.
Yep. Alright, well, like I said, thanks for playing, dude, and yeah, we'll have a chat about when we next do this.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know when, but we'll see. Alright.
Alright, see you later, man.
Alright.
Oh boy. That was an interesting experiment, I will say. That did a little better than I thought it would. I mean, it kind of did better and worse at the same time. Like, it was harder to play than some of the other decks that I've pinged up so far, in some ways, because it was like, okay, I need this and this in play to do something. When Catastle came down, I had a bit of a hard time. I was like, oh god, what do I do? But, yeah, with the cards I had in hand, there was just nothing I could really play through at that point. But no, the deck has got some chops to it though, and it's only going to get better with like Tin Goldfish and stuff coming out. Oh, Trags is an ultimate in this thing, huh? Okay, so I actually have no idea what was in this thing. That's why I kind of want to just take a quick look at the set here. So, okay, Tragodia is an ultimate rare in this. That's kind of whatever. I mean, it's a good card. I would play it if I had it, but it's not really essential here. Debris Dragon is a super rare. I do already have 2 copies of it, so I probably don't need a third one. But, I mean, it is a decent enough card. You can get some good synchro stuff out with that. And I have plenty of Dragon synchros to go in with it. Deep Sea Diva, I only got 1 copy of. I guess that would be okay. The Blackwing would be a surplus super. Compulse, I only have 1 copy of. That'd be fine. End of Anubis is fun. I do like the idea of it, because it's like you can't Monster Reborn or anything whilst this is in play. The opponent can't either, that's kind of the whole point, but it's like no Monster Reborns or anything. Advanced Ritual Art I only got 2 copies of. I was kind of thinking of playing it before. And then it looks like, oh, Dark Hole is a common. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we have that limited at the moment, so probably for the best, but let's just go ahead and open the 2 things here. I need to actually physically do the trades for the Machina gear frame card at this point, because I wasn't actually expecting to do that here. Let me just remind myself exactly what I need to trade for this one. I think it was actually a super rare in the thing, so okay, yeah, so it's like basically one super and 1 rare to trade for them. That's not exactly too hard to do. Okay. I also need to trade for the Machina Fortress as well, but I will get to that later. So, 2 packs of Turbo Pack 4. Let's full screen this up again. And all the way down, all the way down. This is the only time we get to open this one, by the way. Booster 4. See what we can do. Flip it up. Nada. Okay, that seems about right, to be honest. There's a lot of vanilla bullshit in this one. And Advanced Ritual Art. Okay, you know what? Fair. That's honestly quite reasonable. This is actually a chance for Kib to get Dark Hole, though. Kib got Regeki. He doesn't have Dark Hole right now. So he only gets 1 pack of this, whereas we got 2. But he might get it. It's a common in here, so that's a little scary. Like, it's a pretty good card, so we'll have to see if that happens. Okay, otherwise though, we are going to take the last of the ultras that I have here is the Gravekeeper, right? Oh, I've sorted by rarity, which is stoops. Sort regularly, please. Yeah, so we have Gatekeeper's Spy. I can trade that and grab myself the glow-up bulb. So, I think. Oh no, I'm in the wrong box. I'm in the wrong box. Up here. It's up here that we want to go to. Glow-up bulb. Not glow-up bloom, that's the weird, stupid one that we don't care about. Glow-up bulb, it's down here. So we will get one of those. For sure. And then I need to trade for the Machina stuff. So, Machina Fortress, I will be able to just get the one of them as the standard, and then I need to trade for the other ones. I might as well get Gear Frame out here as well at the moment, and I'll work out what I'm going to trade for them after. Here's a super, so that's fine. So let's get these up, so we're getting 3 of that. I need to trade like 2 Ultras, and I think I need to double check actually exactly what the way this worked, because we did just add this recently. Okay, yeah. Any additional copies of a promo card will be traded for at the rarity value of the card chosen. For example, an ultra rare promo is selected, you may trade up to 2 additional ultra rares to obtain that many copies, assuming the card isn't limited, obviously, but it's not, so we're fine. Starter/structure deck cards will cost 2 rares or 1 super rare to trade for. Yeah, okay. So actually, even though it is an ultra there, we apparently could do it otherwise. Did I? I feel like that should have been starter structure deck common cards. I feel like that's what it should have been, because that seems a bit abusable. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do it that way around because I think we have enough ultras and shit that I can trade for anyway. The problem is I don't really remember what they are. I mean, I could always just trade like Hidden Arsenal 2 stuff again. Got it all in here. I could just overtrade and just trade for secrets here. Because let's be honest, do we really care about the worm stuff in here? Probably not. So I could just trade secrets. Which honestly is probably the way around that I would do this. Right, so we're just gonna completely remove... what? These 2? Because they're garbage. Genix Army is really bad too. Well, I could trade that for the Machina. No, the Machina thingy I would do like the super rares, I think. So we can just trade those dumb shit ones instead. There's a lot of them in Hidden Arsenal 1 because it doesn't have to be surplus. We can just trade really bad super rares out of here. Like, what does this guy even do again? This destroys the opponent's monster by power. Look at the top. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. So we'll just, again, let me just double check, remind myself here exactly what we gotta pay for these. It is 2 supers plus 1 rare if it's from Hidden Arsenal. So we need to get rid of 6 non-surplus supers here. So back in. I mean, this guy's also like really, really bad. So we'll just bin him entirely. That is the 2 of the cards. Bin this one. That is 3, and then this will make 6. We're keeping ones that I have like 5 and 6 copies of here because these are ones I can trade for main set supers. That's what's going to happen with the other cards that I'm going to go for here. And then I just need to trade like for 2 rares, which like, 3 rares even, which really isn't going to be a problem. In fact, I think I have like Featherwind still as something I can trade 2 of. I mean, it doesn't have to be surplus either, so Feather Shot can go too, because it is Garbo! And that gets us the gear frames. So now we have the Machina deck that I have played today. We have, quote unquote, legally the full set for it. We've got the gear frame, and we have the fortress. So I could still trade further into this deck and get like Soldier or Peacekeeper, or even Scrap Recycler, because that is pretty good too. I can trade further into it, or I can go elsewhere. So if I go back and take a quick look at the deck I intend to start looking at next time round is not this one, it is this one, because we're very, very close to being able to build this now. I do need to make a side deck for it and probably tweak a little bit out of the main deck here, but I have 3 copies of Big Fishy over here now. The only card in this main deck that I don't have is this one, which is a super rare, so we'll be going back and trading. If I trade the wheel in here, I do get 4 trades still. If I trade in the wheel, we will swap out for 2 of these, and then I have 2 other ones. I have Armory Arm in here as well, which I do not necessarily need, but I think what I do need to get is Magical Android though, because I do not have a level 5 tuner, Synchro monster that I can play, and Catastor is too expensive to trade for because it's a secret rare, and I'm not willing to swap a secret rare for it. So I think we are going to pick up this as our 3rd card from the trade-in. So this is another super rare to get, but I still have plenty of hidden arsenal ones, and I think I have maybe 1 other surplus super. Soldier of Valiant Light, I think it is, that I have surplus. So we'll have to go back and check that later. But yeah, we have this that I need to get, because level 5 is actually something this deck ends up making quite a bit, and I just don't have anything to go into for it, so that's going to be important. So we need you. And I guess, see, I would have to trade the secret for Armory Arm at this point. I don't think I need it. It is kind of important for the OTK version of this deck, but I don't think I'm going to play to the OTK at this point, because I need 2 Colossal Fighter to actually make that happen. I don't think that's worth it. So I think instead I'm going to just end up playing to the standard sort of thing here. I'm going to end up going for more level 8 monsters and stuff. So maybe I actually want to take like a promo trade for Red Dragon Archfiend or something here. That could be the solution. I don't know. Maybe I should see what level 8 synchros and stuff are available by now. We're opening Hidden Arsenal 3 next time, actually. I should also see if there are any synchros in there that I can get. And sort by release. This is a really handy search feature, by the way. Just being able to like sort by release date too is really, really good. Okay. So this like 4 ruler Archfiend is fine, but not like stupidly good. I like the looks of this Blackwing, but it's really kind of bad. Same with the Dragon. Vanity Doom doesn't work because it needs Dark Monsters. The Lightning Tricorn doesn't work because it needs Beasts. The Scrap Dragon is the one we got here. I guess we're getting Argenex next time. That's obviously not going to make any note because they're all Gen X stuff. That's all Dragoonity. This isn't going to work. That's in the next set anyway. Yeah, there's not really any more level 8s coming soon that I could take. So if I was to get another one, it would have to be Red Dragon Archfiend. I could use the tin version and get this as a promo card. So that's not bad. Except, man, that Stardust Dragon art is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. I like this one better. Yeah, I could get Red Dragon Archfiend. Because then, what have I got? Because level 8 is also, like, the main level to go into with this deck. Like, 7, 8, and then 2 and 5. It's kind of weird. But But yeah, we've got Light Gazer, we've got, where is it? Light End Dragon, because I do have Golden Flying Fish. We've got Scrap Dragon and Stardust Dragon. So, Red Dragon Archfiend would close that out. Colossal Fighter is the other option, but Colossal Fighter's not super good otherwise. I kind of feel like Red Dragon Archfiend would be better. But it does blow up all of my dudes that don't attack, which is a bit weak. But it is 3000 attack as well, it's generic, so I think Red Dragon Archfiend might be the 4th trade. At which point, yeah, we're trading for the Secret Red Tin one, because it's easier. And that still gives me 2 promo trades that I can use, which Dandelion is definitely one that I would want if I'm going to play quick draw stuff. Now I'd have Glow Up Bulb, that's definitely something worth looking at. Yeah, so it'd be like Dandelion, potentially Foolish Burial. If I want to play quick draw though, then I kind of need Junk Destroyer, which is here. So it's a little bit awkward, because I want this as well. So maybe I don't need Foolish Burial at the moment. Like, Foolish is really good, but I could probably get away without having it right now. It works so well with this deck, because you get Treeborn, or you get Sinister Serpent, or you dump Dandelion and it gets its effect, so you can then sync with the tokens. You put Level Eater in the graveyard, so you can immediately summon it out. Like, Foolish just works so good with this deck that it's hard to give it up. So, I mean, I guess I could just not take Red Dragon Archfiend too, and just rely on what I've got. This would round things out. But I guess I'll decide that next time round. But you've got the main target that I'm looking for here. I want to build I want to like finish this deck off, so I need this guy, the Royal Swampiel, and I need my where is it? I do not need Armorion. We're gonna close that out. I need Magical Android. Magical Android is just going to fit into standard decks I play anyway, because it is level 5, so that'll be fine. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed yourselves with this as well. I don't think I'm going to be back on later, but I could be, potentially. For those watching this on the Twitches. I'm probably not going to be back on later though, but I do need to start doing some more Marissa Legacy practice though. So if I feel like I need to go on stream to actually do that, I will. But yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. So till next time, whenever that is for the Yugi Mans, I will see you guys later.